everyone, and welcome to RCR Wireless News. I'm Nicole Sellers. Your top business and technology headlines of today. Ericsson announced its plans to acquire Telcordia for $1.15 billion in an all-cash transaction. Telcordia's 2,600 employees are expected to become Ericsson employees when the transaction closes sometime in the fourth quarter. Verizon Wireless is pursuing another track in the mobile payments race, announcing today plans to work with Payphone Inc. to build a new payment system for customers to use for online purchases. The California Public Utilities Commission is going to study whether AT&T's proposed $39 billion acquisition of T-Mobile is good for Golden State residents and businesses. The agency says the combined company would serve 47% of the California market with 20 million customers. And Verizon Wireless has been keeping the U.S. smartphone channel afloat the past 2 months thanks to the launch of at least 6 Android smartphones, while rival carriers saw a slight dip in sales. And that's your business and technology news. Speaking of big business news, something very big is happening in New York City. The Mobile Marketing Association 2011 Global Tour is right here in Manhattan, bringing you the very latest trends in the mobile marketing industry. Tell me about the turnout this year as opposed to years past.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is by far the best turnout we've ever had. And if you think about kind of the wave surfing analogy, we caught the right wave, and we're riding it in a really great way, along with the members, along with the industry, and along with this excitement and potential that mobile marketing has for everyone.
Here are just a few headliners at the event. Google presents its findings from a new global research study which looks at how people are using their mobile devices and how businesses are ready to entice consumers through their mobile. Pandora, who went public earlier this week, talks about how it's gaining popularity among mobile consumers. Millions are accessing the app from their phones, cars, and at the office. Concert giant Live Nation highlighting the huge spike in ticket sales through cell phone purchases, adding their two-way interaction among musicians and fans has also jumped. And Trustee, Microsoft, and LCG discussed issues of consumer privacy and what brands, agencies, and others can do with their user data and the best practices for engaging consumers. Some other highlights from the event. RCR Wireless caught up with Standby and Point, two companies that offer consumers discounts and tips when using their apps. Standby allows the mobile user to scan a code on a magazine ad and quickly get connected to a special page on the advertiser's web page.
Basically, we have a ScanLife platform solution which allows advertising agencies, marketers, retailers to log into our system and generate QR codes, 2D barcodes on our system, and then they can choose from a wide variety of different actions on our system, and then they basically publish those codes into the market onto print advertising, packaging, outdoor advertising, whatever it might be.
Point allows users to get the names, directions, and ratings on local restaurants and businesses.
It's going to bring up a list, and I can scroll through. Right here, I can go, okay, Mint. Let me get information on that. It tells me all of the details. I can map to get directions. I can read reviews. I can then go in and reserve a table, and we do this through our partner, OpenTable.
But mobile marketing isn't just being used for sales, it's becoming huge in the world of donations. Jim Manis of Mobile Giving Foundation says donating online is providing disaster relief in the wake of the tsunami in Japan and earthquake in Haiti.
So we have millions of charities here in the United States and others in Canada where we also operate that look to find new donors. They look to find new donors that are younger, and they look to engage those donors with their causes over a period of time. That's the big challenge among charities, right? They depend today on few people who can write big checks. Mobile creates an opportunity for them to find many people who can make small donations. That really creates a foundation, almost a kind of a democratization, if you will, of philanthropy in support of big causes.
But where would all mobile marketing experts be without mobile analytics? The strategy of knowing exactly what consumers want, and it seems what they want is the world at their fingertips, and advertisers and app developers are delivering. Here Here in New York City, the streets are flooded with people on the move. You can't walk 2 feet without seeing someone on their cell phone, texting or emailing. In fact, experts say folks glance down at their mobile devices 150 times per day. So advertisers should really think about where their money is better spent, print or mobile devices.
If you look at the actual time spent on print versus mobile, there's much more time spent on mobile. So I see it going more and more in that direction. Mobile advertising, mobile apps.
Chris Goswami of OpenWave says mobile devices have pushed the online advertising industry to new heights. Last year, total online ad spending surpassed newspaper advertising for the first time, coming in 14% higher than newspapers at a record $26 billion.
At the moment, when we take a look at our research on mobile advertising, it's really undeveloped still. There are not too many campaigns. People are not really engaging with advertisements. And now I'm specifically talking about mobile internet, web browsing-based advertising.
OpenWave sponsored a workshop at the Mobile Marketing Association Forum in Manhattan, where several experts weighed in on the importance of mobile analytics, which takes a good hard look at who's surfing the web, what they're looking at, and how often, which enables advertisers and app developers to deliver the right targeted content to the right user, leveraging user data to power a variety of revenue models.
Mobile analytics is giving developers and publishers the ability to really analyze what's happening on their store. What's happening with people download their apps, such as, for example, where are their downloads coming from, what countries, what carriers are they seeing those downloads coming from, what kind of handsets are consumers using when they're downloading apps, what kind of regions or different markets are they seeing a lot of traction in. That's the first component, is really understanding where your downloads are coming from.
Having this key information is crucial to monetizing advertisements and app development.
I think there's two means for which they'll derive revenue, one from consumers and one from advertisers who are completely bought off in the model of mobile advertising.
And experts say within the next 18 months, more people will be accessing the internet through their cell phones instead of their desktop. An interesting tip for advertisers and app developers so they can continue to put their message literally in the hands of consumers. In Manhattan, Nicole Sellers, RCR Wireless News.